not gonna wait.
Here we go, here we go. Can. Stop.
It wasn't easy.
Here we go.
But nothing is.
Here we go.
It's not my problem. It's not my problem. In the night. All the people that you see in the night.
Daddy Pickle, that's the team we're gonna be.
It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Up next, it's our main event between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Seattle Seahawks. On the Bengals sideline, that's head coach Zach Taylor. His side taking full advantage of their bye week to rest and recover. On the opposite side, that's Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. Crashes through a tackle. And he's encouraged out of bounds after that 9-yard gain, so that's going to make it 2nd and 1.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't mind. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, they're not.
He gets 6 on that play, and that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
They kick the running back in motion. 1st and 10, Darnold. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion or a premium in this league.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Play fake, Darnold. He's caught. Audie Oots makes the play. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 47-yard line.
Now an inside game to Walker. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. To throw. Here's Darnold. Here's a screen now for Walker. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Empty the backfield. Motion him right. Here's Darnold. 1st and 10. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Quick rally to the catch by the defense. Stopping the gain at the 33.
It's a gain
All
of
set
11.
now. 1st and 10.
That's another Seahawks first down.
They'll go with Walker on the counter. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bengals.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the gun, Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Toss play. This is Walker. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
There's corners in this league that really love to cover. There's corners in this league that really love to hit. Corners that can do both, those are the guys that make themselves some serious money.
Here we go, set.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Completed over the middle. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. They'll motion him out of the backfield. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks start to fight back with their first points of this game. Jackson Smith-Njigba with the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Rolling on first. Here's Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. The stop made at the 36. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
One of the tight ends motioning left. This is Walker on 2nd. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Staying with Walker. Like a turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get it behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Darnold looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals have it as he reports his 7th interception of the season. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. So 20 yards on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Corey Horton, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. On the ground, this is Damian Martinez. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got his man. This is Walker. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Darnold now to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds after, looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
So when we come back, Brock, it's going to be 2nd and 8, so we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. And they send a man in motion. Throwing here, Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. It's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Y'all got to pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about that. Can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't hear him no more.
Receiver in motion, going left. Now Darnold. Complete, it's Horton. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
break the huddle. It's second down now. Now Darnold off the play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Here's first and 10 from the 47. Running back sent in motion. Ball finds his running back. This is Damian Martinez. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they come, second down. And again, it's Darnold. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals have it now on his 8th pick of the year. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Skipping Jigba there to grab it. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bengals territory. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Five still to go here. This is second down. Throwing off the play fake. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Dropped underneath. Walker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Walker on first down. And he'll stay upright through this lane, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. After the play, here comes the training staff checking on an injured player, and that is receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba. Second down, Walker's going to get it again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First and 10, Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17.
Here we go, set.
Motioning left is their running back. Here's Darnold. Oh no, they get him yet again. There he goes on the right side. And he makes the house call. It's a pick 6 for Cincinnati. Well, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Donald coming back after the pick. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Geno Stone picks it off.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Drive begins with a walker run. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a microwave.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And he's tackled for no gain.
Kate, I can feel by your body language and the call that you saw exactly what I saw. And that was a big uh-oh. It's one of the nice things of having a bird's eye view on these screens. You could see it coming. In the field level, you get lost. But not up here. You knew that play was doomed from the start.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Gets it to him on the screen. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Somebody gotta do it. Come on, put up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off. 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 Ain't no other king with his rep thing makes siblings. Nothing for my children. Those bags in the van and padlock around the building. Crash pulling up in no more truck just to play freeze tag with a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show, trying to show the ropes before they from a. I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. On this girl can save the face.
Play fake, Darnold. Taken in by Kirk right side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
It's second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Darnold to throw. He's in the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. About set. This is 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Darnold. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And now the Bengals have it. And the nightmare continues as they bring the football back for a touchdown. The Bengals put up even more points in a win. Well, Brock, you and I know after that first turnover they were able to take back. They were looking for another one, and lo and behold, they found it.
You felt it. I felt it.
Yep.
Everybody in the stands felt it. It wasn't just good enough to get the takeaway. They wanted to one-up what they did earlier, and look at the celebration now.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Jump off, caught by his back. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. T.J. Turner comes up with it. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. Kirk in motion left. 2nd and 10. Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. They'll throw 3rd and long. Darnold hit, and he fumbles it. But it looks like someone from the Seahawks got on top of it, and they'll get it back. Throwing from his own end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you can hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd? From his end zone, 3rd and long. That one is caught. Bolton has it. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So the Bengals take this one on the road. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
Chill, right on my side is my ego becomes a funky child with some words on my tongue. Be like in, take a breath, and my mouth gets loose. So while I scatter my spit, I dream of juice. How to rebel out, dark hallway. This way, I kissed, I made the day. I say, play a track from your record correction. It's your mix, congratulations. Change a lot of men, some. Know that we have always been down. If I ever did a thing, you. Then just let me know.
It's on to a new week for Cincinnati, and next on the schedule are the Lions. It's an offense they know will test them. Do they have the focus to get a passing grade?
Yeah. Hey, give me a T, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give them the key. And it's only me. Wait till they, then give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team, give me a team, give me a team. They wanna scheme, 'cause I'm on the scene. And she want the team, and she want the team, she want the team. I'm a what they rushing to write about. Did too much numbers to type them out, but I'm one away from that Michael route. Step on my brothers, we hike them down. I'ma step on my brothers, the hype inside. I've been married them, but I can't wipe and I'm wiping. I fell back in love with the process now. Should've started with that, yeah. Different than all of them rats. My heart is a test. Lab on them outside, the stuff in the back. I've been walking them down and then walking them back like ill. Y'all gotta sell that, and the waist can't get they belt back. If I fell back, that girl felt that. Dust these Jones, I just need spell check. Give me a T, then give me the E, then give me an A, give me an M, and give me the ring. Give me the lock, give me the rock, and give them the key. And it's only me. Wait till they, they give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team. Give me a team.
Here we go. Stop. Right 80.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L, I catch a plane. I probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister rat with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. Bounce, 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 paper, I'm a boss. 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 I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Boss. 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 Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Boss. Boss. Yeah. Boss. I just pull up to the crib and then I'm right back on that. Biz locked up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chips. She ain't pulling the socks up, when it's half time she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like send it, make a play and I exit. Money boy.
From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Detroit Lions. On the Bengals sideline, that's head coach Zach Taylor. They've been playing some of their best football, winning 8 of their last 10 games. Along the opposing sideline, head coach of the Lions, Dan Campbell. These guys are ready as they always are to play in. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after a 7-yard gain. Tackle made by Demetrius Knight. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
At the 37-yard line.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Goff. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Start on the ground with Gibbs. And they're going to catch him right as he gets this to the 30. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
That's good.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
Again, it's Gibbs. He'll scurry forward for a pick up of 3. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do and support that win.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Goff on 1st and 10. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Ross St. Brown, the intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult if you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Frank, that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Goff on 3rd. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
If you keep it stats, that's now 0 for 2 on keeping drives going and hopefully not an indicator of what's to come. You know, you don't convert on 3rd down. You're not only playing against your opponents, you start playing with your own psyche as well.
Tight end in motion now. On 1st down, it's gone. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Goff to the air now. Finds his man. It's Ross St. Brown. The stop was made just before he's able to reach that midfield track. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
Now gone. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back at beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They have it 2nd and 4. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. Was unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun, caught. To the right, he's got to Sloan. He's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. Fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st down throw from Goff. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. To the lines and set. Here we go, 1st down.
That's another Detroit Lions First down.
Motioning Williams left.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. That's Laporta again. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing again. It's Goff. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's good for a Lions first down. First and 10 at the 13.
Coming right is Gibbs. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. And I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing is gone. Brings it in. That short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just...
Oh, he got it! Interception! And the Bengals will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
This is one of the toughest tests yet of this game for the defense so far, Kate. But boy, not only did they hold up, but they turned some momentum with that interception in the end zone.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Finds him over the middle. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line.
13 yards.
First down now, ball at the 33.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10.
Putting a receiver in motion. Completed over the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 37.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite. Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
6 yards to go.
Play action here with Goff. Downfield, and Tislau has it. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. The timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Lions first down.
Working inside the red zone. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Another kick bounces off their hands in the end zone run. Back-to-back chances to escape the field, and they dropped both interceptions.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, just couldn't quite hit.
On first down, it's Gibbs. This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends them backwards to the 4. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Setting him on the dime. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
3rd and long for him here. Taken in by Williams outright. And he is stopped with authority there. That stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
On the play. And the Lions first down.
Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Another one for Gibbs. Ran into a wall downtown. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Gino Stone on the coverage.
Begins with Gibbs. And how is that for some breathing room, huh, Brock? Gets him away from the goal line up to the 20. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Again, left side for Gibbs. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought for that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You want to see the term read and react? A little video in the football dictionary. That's it.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Goff. Complete over the middle. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. And out to the 24. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. No throw, 3rd and long. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Now, after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Goff on 1st and 10. They did it! He made the interception!
cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. And air it out on 3rd. Spring here for Gibbs. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. And following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play, and hopefully this doesn't affect his availability for the playoffs. Running it with Gibbs. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Gibbs now from the gun. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
Shamar Stewart on the tackle. Tackle back at the 33-yard line.
Throw here, 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It's looking Isaac to Slaw's way. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Here's a give to Gibbs. And we'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Running it with David Montgomery. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. And 16 on the pickup. And he's good for a Detroit 1st down.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Goff to the air now. Has him on the quick hitter. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bengals.
Goff setting to throw. St. Brown there to bring it in. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. It's to Williams over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 17-yard line.
Gonna throw again. Goff. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Again, Goff. This one's caught. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions losing by 4.
At the 7-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Throwing again. It's Goff. He's got a man left. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play of inches. They get set for 3rd and 6. He will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions have taken the lead late. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. To throw it. Puts a man under it deep down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. They went for it, trying to stun everybody with no time left on the clock. But alas, we are headed for overtime. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those 2 series, it is next score wins. First throw of overtime. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
Swinging pretty wild to start overtime here. Caden the haymaker, well, it fails to connect. I love the mindset. Just got to find a way to execute.
A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Got to make this count as they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Goff. Short pass brought in. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
37-yard line.
Motioning the tight end now. First down throw from Goff. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he's tackled for a short gain. Second down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
And again, here's Goff. He completes it in traffic. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Another Detroit Lions first down.
Here's a design run. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up, and they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. Running on second with Montgomery. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd and long for him here. He brings it in. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Oh, man, he's got it. Look at the power. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash your defense like that, next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking of running the ball. Go right over their head.
Timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. As they'll have none remaining in OT.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
They give up the gut to Montgomery. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard. So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. And they only needed a field goal to end it as their guy connected on an absolute bomb through all the pressure to claim a heck of a win here in overtime.
had a dream, I had a vision. I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burned bridges. So Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth, still the truth, nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones, won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this, you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Visitor sideline, there's Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His guys came up short their last time out, trying to get back in the win column here. On the other side, Steeler head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. For the Bengals defense ready to roll, they come in leading the AFC North. And the one we'll be watching is this man, head linebacker.
And he was definitely a ball hawk last week. He had 2 interceptions in that game. That's going above and beyond for a defender. But it shows just how good he's been in shutting down the other guy's passing game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Four-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Howard to the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he goes out right around the 39. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Up the middle they go. It's Blake. Oh, what a juke into space. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 19-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. Right back to him on first down. And it's a fumble. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Back to throw. Howard. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Howard. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on the Bengals ready to go on this next defensive possession. And they're playing with a lead here in this first quarter as this drive gets underway. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Steelers, first down. First and 10.
On first down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Now a play fake here on first down. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Howard. And given 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Howard. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
3-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the Cincy defense set to go to work here. They've got this offense backed up to start out. The line of scrimmage, the 5-yard line, as we begin 1st and 10. To throw is Howard. Throwing to strike the ground. this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Bengals ready to go on this next defensive possession. You might remember, forced a safety last time they were out there, so they're playing with some confidence now as this drive begins with a first down. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Blake. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Howard from the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Howard off the play fake. That is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Shamar Stewart in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. 2nd and long. That one taken in by Corley. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And the Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And it is caught. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Blake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Blake. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Howard. A short one there to Fryermuth. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll try and do this himself. But he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Operating from the gun, Howard. He finds his man, complete. That's Blake. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
8 yards on the pickup.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. The Cincy defense set to go to work here. They had that strip a moment ago that led to the return for a score, so they're playing free and easy now as they try to shut down this offense again. Howard now, throwing to start the drive. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
The Bengals ready to go on this next defensive possession. They've had the upper hand so far this first half of play, working with a good lead already as they look to defend this first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Howard from the gun on third down. He finds his man, complete. It's Blake. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
On third down, Blake. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The Cincy defense set to go to work here. They've got to defend a very short field here. First and 10 already in the red zone. Throwing to start the drive. Howard. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Shamar Stewart able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, Howard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Bengals ready to go on this next defensive possession. They've been the dominant side so far, working with a 2-score lead here in this 3rd quarter as this next drive gets underway. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Looking to throw. Howard. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 3 yards out. The Cincy defense set to go to work here. They hold the lead here in this 3rd quarter, but every drive important in a 1-score game as this one begins 1st and 10 here. The slot man in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Second and 11. A short one there to Fryermuth. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw is Howard from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Bengals ready to go on this next defensive possession. They'll be looking to be the aggressors here as this drive begins with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Howard.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
The Cincy defense set to go to work here. They put in a very good shift so far, and this one pretty well in hand. Just looking to finish strong here in the 4th as this next drive starts 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he gets this up past the 40.
And the Steelers first down.
Looking to throw. Howard. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
This completes a Curley.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Back to throw. Howard. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's another Steelers.
Operating from the gun. Howard. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. his way down to the 3-yard line. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Fryermuth, a 2-yard touchdown. The Bengals ready to go on this next defensive possession. They'll try to put together a stop as this drive begins with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bill. All the books in me, I thought
Throwing to start the drive. Porter. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they bumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Cincinnati, they improved their mark to 12-4 with 1 game to go.
Black beans taking out it. We gon' pop a couple. While they poppin' paparazzi pictures. I got my in the back and my bros in the front leader. You keep looking at me, I'ma make that boy. I'm a his friend too, baby. I'm a whole cheater. We can go to France, Avatar, y'all both need a real one. More coin than your last one. Baby, damn, he ain't that fun. I mean, do we got a song with that punk? I mean, do we hit the club in this song? Come on. Do we rock a weave 30 inches long? Do we got a sold out tour? Do that? No, and I went tour. Hit that back room. You be that, I be that. We can get it. Tonight I'm on it. Tonight I'm in the zone. Bass jumping, club pumping, it's hot. These coming in that club cause they won't try. I won't say I got a feel for you little nice, but I got a feel for you little nice. I pay the whole bill for you little nice. I do my little chick for you little nice. Then he whispered in my ear like, oh God, you know I got something for you little nice.
Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came candidly. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw. She was hot. Nothing short of man.